Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Rural Report. And this is going to be kind of an update on the video that we released this morning. Now, usually, as I previously stated in the other video, when some sort of kind of breaking news happens, I like to sit back and give it that 2-3 day thing to kind of see how things unfolded. This one, I decided to go ahead and kind of skip that, just because the implications of this, if it was true, and the things that were coming out that really kind of made it look like this had a lot of validity and things to it, made me go ahead and put out just a heads up on things. Now, I went ahead and I got feedback from it already, now that things have come out that there has been kind of a agreement or whatnot, and people are not going through with the coup d'etat, so to speak. So, am I going to apologize like one of the people that I got an email from? No, I'm not going to. Sorry. So, I put out that video to give you a heads up. There's a lot of people that I talked to that wasn't even informed that anything was even going to go on. Now, for what we can take on the information that has come out since all this has happened, this is kind of an ongoing thing, so we're talking about the past 12 to 18 hours. Really, what it kind of looked like and what it feels like now in hindsight, and then here tomorrow, next couple of days, we'll probably have a lot better of an understanding. But really what this kind of felt like to me, just going through everything, this feels like a really big diversionary ploy, or a test, so to speak. You saw a lot of movement of troops and supplies and equipment, and just mass amount of military movement all over the place. And if you go through, you never, interfere with an enemy that's going to destroy itself. So on the face of everything, you had the Wagner Group, which was a mercenary group under Russian control that was going to come in to Moscow and do a coup. Now, as I said in the other video, we had to be very, very careful. You take it for what it is, and then you need to expand what you are looking at to try and see things from other points of view. So you had to take and look, is this some sort of pulling all of your people back? And because you're getting ready to strike and you don't want friendly fire with your allies. Very well could be what it's going to do. We can see, a few hours from now it's going to start getting dark there, and that's usually the strike times. But there was a lot of movement, and so this right here, over the next couple of days, I am going to be kind of looking to see if this wasn't a big strategic thing to be able to move large amounts and kind of reposition everybody. This could be the start of a new Russian offensive, trying to switch out people. You bring the people back here, you put these people here, you move this equipment over here. This could be the start of a new offensive by Russia. This could be, one of the covert things where it gives you the excuse to move around. There was the rumor that a lot of top government and military people kind of fled. So you had people like, they reportedly said Putin fled Moscow, went to St. Petersburg. Is that true? I don't know. But if you needed to get somewhere quickly without raising alarm bells, you could have something like this as an excuse. Why would somebody of great importance go here in a very hasty manner? Well, if you take and you put in something like, hey, the capital is going to become under siege, it gives you a really great excuse to be able to go, hey, I'm out of here, and very quickly and abruptly move. So it's going to be interesting to kind of follow and see what develops. There's a lot of pictures, there's a lot of text, there's a lot of videos that are coming out right now that looks like peace has completely gone through. There is a lot that seems to suggest that The Wagner group has moved back away from everything. From what I'm seeing, I have seen some rumors and some reports of a strike here or some smoke there or whatnot. I have not really seen any mass casualty or anything. So to me, this again just feels like there's a diversion somewhere. Now, whether that is a diversion for something small, whether this was a test to see, who's going to jump ship, to see where people's loyalties lie. You got to remember, we've moved a long way from World War I and World War II warfare. We are really in 5th gen warfare. So to see some of the signs in 5th gen warfare, which if you go and you look up S2 Underground, search out his definitions. He goes through 1 through 5th gen warfare and does a really great job explaining each one of them in great detail. But really, the way things are nowadays, this isn't Top Gun where there's going to be a bunch of planes doing dogfights. This isn't going to be really, if you have World War III pop off, digging the trenches and doing all this. This is going to be a lot of cyber. This is going to be a lot of infrastructure, remote infrastructure probably, taking down power grids, taking down internet. This is going to be a whole different style of warfare if this actually does kick off. I'm not saying it's going to. It does look like it's going to, though. I will admit that. How close we are, if it is going to happen, I don't know. It doesn't look that far off, but again, I can be wrong. I'm not a military expert, but just looking at a lot of the signs, usually you take a lot of things into context, such as weather, religious holidays, voting, things like that, and your enemy usually takes advantage of things like that. So be on the lookout, be well aware, know your surroundings, know what's going on. Make sure that you look at key events. This is a really kind of a great test, as it appears that things are winding back from everything and that things are coming back to a little bit of a calm. It could be a calm before the storm, though. We could see that this was all just a reposition for a new counteroffensive or a new offensive by Russia or whatnot. When something like this happens, this probably wasn't in a whole lot of people's game plans that, hey, if this guy turns on this guy, we're going to go through plan A, B, and C. This probably wasn't planned on for a lot of people, so it's probably caught a lot of people off guard. This might have just been a test to see what other people would do. So, but as of right now, it looks like everything's calmed down. Again, just a nice way to kind of look at everything, to be able to assess. I did not, see this coming at all. I have never predicted that something like this would have ever happened, but things happen. So, if anything else breaks or anything, I will come back and we'll do another video. Might do a live video. I know there's a lot of people that are still scratching their heads. There's a lot of people that has a lot of questions, and as do I. So continue to keep watching. Keep a lookout again for pinball preparedness. He has put out quite a lot on this. So now that everything's kind of calmed down, I can't wait to actually see his next video and see what his thoughts is on all this. So with that, guys, remember, remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.